Good morning, guys. It is Wednesday. I think it's Wednesday. I don't even know what day it is anymore. Back in the office. This is my first day back in the office in like 20 days. Vacation was great. Also, you guys are going to see, but I think I did a pretty good job wrapping up where we were at in terms of the trip. But it's Wednesday morning, getting back in. I have a Camp Jansen meeting here in a little bit, and then just kind of teeing up what the week looks like, setting the week straight for the week, for what I need to do this week. I'm also leaving again, so I'm kind of organizing that as far as my plans for Sunday. We have a golf event with Onside and Jason Tatum that we're doing, and then we're going to LA for Dom's Lunetti event. So just trying to get that game plan going. Also organizing the caffeinated gels just got in yesterday, so we have a lot of things within sport that I'm organizing for the brand. Sports shoots, acquisition of new athletes, merch, everything involved with that is things that I'm working on a daily basis. Early access is coming up. By the time you guys see this video, we will have early access. So I'm gonna get some lunch in, some breakfast in, and kind of get the day rolling from there. What's up?
Oh, you want to see this in the flesh.
Yeah. Oh, I think this looks great. Just so you guys know what I'm doing behind the screen right now. I've been going back and forth. Dallas and Walker are starting football tonight, and I obviously have a desire to be a part of the boys' football. There's just like a few conflicts. One of the conflict is that one's on U6, one's on U8. U8 coaching staff is completely full, so I could be on U6, but then at times the boys are going to be playing at different parks, different facilities, and my heart is just pulled in two different directions of just being a parent, being able to fully support both, or having to be involved in the pre-post part of a game and potentially missing some of Dallas's not full games, but like quarters and things like that. So that's one thing. The other thing is with what we have going on here within the companies, I know that there's roles that I need to play, places I need to show up, traveling that I need to do. So I don't want to commit to football and practice and either let the kids down, let the organization down. So I've been going back and forth with some of the leaders of the coaching staff, and I'm going to coach, but yet I've also fully communicated the days that I'm not going to be there. So I'm working on filling out the needed, background information and things like that as well right now, trying to get that done because practice starts tonight. So I feel like the trip was incredible. It was a great time, definitely a lot of intentional time with the boys, which was awesome. Aspen was very outside focused, doing hard things together, riding bikes, hiking. New York was a little bit more fast paced. They got to meet a ton of really, really cool athletes. We got to meet Cam Scatterbo for the first time. We saw Scottie Pippen. He actually was really cool, chopped it up with the boys a little bit. As we were leaving, we saw Donovan Mitchell actually arriving in New York, getting into his car. So the boys got a picture with him. Again, he was very interactive with them, engaged with them, which was really cool. We also saw Draymond Green. He was also cool. So anyway, it was a really, really cool experience. Went to a Yankees-Dodgers game, which was, it was cool. Like, that was the first time the boys went to Yankee Stadium. The game itself was a little sleepy, to be honest. I feel like the guys were still like on break. But yeah, overall, a great trip. Coming back a little bit tired, just being honest. Like, it was a lot, and being gone that long is a lot, all the while still trying to manage things here. But yeah, great trip, very fulfilling. Got a lot of time with the boys, and now we're running in like right back to football, getting ready for another trip. Walker's birthday is on the 31st. Gunner's first birthday is on August 8th. So we have a lot of things coming down the pipeline, but all good things, just managing and, doing the best that I can to manage. But yeah, and then as you saw, like, there's a lot of intentional things going on with Sam, who is incredible. He's an incredible part of our team. Him and I click very well, just making sure that the ship is running. And really, again, like, going back to the meetings that we had with Matthew Dawn and New Kid about the rebrand is just doing things with passion. Are we proud? Are we doing things with passion? Are we doing things that create an impact? And just having that echo within everything that we do. Not taking on too many things, but making sure the things that we do really are impactful, that we're proud of them, and that they represent the brand in the way that we as founders desire for the brand to be represented. And that's just like a big thing that goes through my thought process and my thinking. When I view an email, when I see how that email is going to be received by the customer, potential consumer, potential, changing over from one brand to another, like how are they viewing that, and that to me is really important. What's up? How are you? Good. That was an awkward left-handed shake. I was just going for a clap. Hello. How are you? Good. Thank you. There's nothing in this printer. Oh, thank you. What's up? I'm Matt. Nice to meet you.
Good to see you, man.
Good to see you too. Okay. I think that the challenge though is, first of all, too, the caffeinated ran, they're done. So those are getting picked up to go to GXO. But like the challenge with this stuff is like we could put these types of things in the bar boxes, but then everything is an extra fee. Yeah. And then it either has to, there's no fee if it goes in everything, but there's a fee if it's segregated. All right, so what you guys just saw, I just had a quick meeting touch point with Carly. She is essentially, from a TQG ownership perspective, I am managing Amazon, but the reality of the situation is that Carly is much better and much smarter than me. And this is something that Dom preaches about all the time, is hiring the team and putting the team in a position to lead, that they have a better skill set than you. And that's essentially what happened. I, from an Amazon perspective, am not an Amazon expert. I came in and I ran Amazon and I controlled Amazon and I managed the team within Amazon just because I'm passionate about our brand. And it was a need that we had, and Dom put me in that role because he knew and he could trust that I could get the job done. And also from a trust perspective, he knew that I would manage it well. That being said, as we've continued to grow, as we've continued to scale, we've needed to hire on a new team. We pretty much have every piece filled in terms of senior level position, junior level positions, fulfillment positions. We're working on hiring the last piece of that puzzle, which is the ambassador role, like ambassador manager, specifically for Amazon platform. That should be solidified by the end of the week, but we're essentially going brand by brand, Revive, Raw, 3D, Cadence, Bum Energy, and just kind of touching point, which we do several times a week on goals, objectives, any type of sales cadences we're gonna do. So that is really what we're talking about, how to continue to win on TikTok. Right now we are running, we got a ton of momentum from Prime Day, especially on creatine, which is one of the major building blocks for us for Raw. So we are continuing to run at that Prime Day sales cadence to continue to get new member acquisition. And we are growing about 70 to 75% week over week right now in the space of creatine on Amazon. And that for us is one of the main priorities. We are looking to be, just like we are with Essential Pre, we're looking to be number one on platform for creatine monohydrate, which would be a massive thing for us as a brand. So touching point with Carly, she's incredible. She does an incredible job leading our team, and it's been a pleasure to have her a part. So that is essentially what you guys just saw. I'm continuing to just kind of fine tune, go through emails, go through text messages right now, making sure I'm caught up. We have the meeting, the Cam Jansen meeting at 1:30. And then from there, some more brand specific meetings from a marketing standpoint, also an on-site meeting. So I will take you guys into those following the Cam Jansen meeting. I want to do a UGC video really quick. What's up, guys? As you can see, I am back to work, back in the office, and I'm excited to just get going here with a lot of things that are underway. One of those things is the camp, which is the education mentor coaching site that we are about to launch. I wanted to let you guys know this is the last chance to get in at the founders pricing, which I mentioned before. If you've already signed up, there's no need to sign up again. We've had a slight delay on launching this just because once we go and once we start this, I want to be really hands-on with you guys, and I knew with vacation I wasn't going to be able to be. So again, last chance to get the founders rate. You can put your name in the link below and we will send you the offer there. And this is going to be an incredible platform that I'm going to go into more detail on the next slide, just in terms of what it's going to offer, what you guys are going to get with it. And again, this will be the last chance to get in at the founders introductory rate, which I will post in the link as I share this video. All right, so what is the camp? The camp is essentially everything that I've done in coaching, from written notes to how I've laid out my coaching foundation to all of the video content that I ever had on the app. You guys have specifically asked me, Matt, the app is broken. How do I get access to all the videos that I've done? Everything is going to be there. Not only that, but I'm going to be offering a mentor coaching call on a weekly basis where you guys are going to be able to have access to me, ask me any questions. No holds bar, anything goes. I want to be there as a resource for you guys. I think my greatest desire and passion within the sport of bodybuilding and coaching right now is to equip and empower the next generation of coaches. That's what we're doing with our own internal coach, Camp Jansen team. And again, I want to offer this as an educational platform for you guys to feel confident to lead your own business. So that is what the camp is all about. Again, I'll put the link here, sign up, and just get involved as we begin to launch this in August.
What's the hardest thing about creating UGC content, in your opinion?
Honestly, I just don't like having the camera that close to my face, but I did get a lot more used to it doing the vlog over in New York. I don't mind talking to a camera at all. I just don't like holding it. Like, I don't know. I just need to get more comfortable holding it. That is the reality of the situation.
So what was it like your first day back training in not a public gym?
Well, like, it's like every climate that I was in was different. So going to Aspen, there was definitely, I gained so much fitness from being in altitude, which was awesome. The temperature there, I mean, I was running like mid 60s, low 70s, so that was super nice. And what I noticed is that, like, because of altitude, I would get more out of breath and my rate of breathing would increase, but I could get my heart rate back down so much quicker. And then I would say going to New York, like, environment, atmosphere, vibes, it was just incredible running the whole time. Heart rate was like the best I've ever seen it. Pacing was really good. And then even just here coming back to, so Dom's gym is air conditioned at 76 degrees, but the humidity, you feel it. So getting used to that change. But I did a speed workout today. So one thing that I wanted to share with you guys that Natasha continues to remind me about is I'm gaining so much fitness and I'm getting so much faster with minimal speed work, because she believes so much in just the repetition of just consistency within your normal running. And then just due to the travel, she didn't want me doing speed work at altitude. The week before that, we cut my speed session short. I just kind of pulled the plug on it because I had that sinus infection. So really, this is my second successful speed day, both of which were I felt super, super assertive during. The first was a fartlek. Today was more so, I did 8 times 45 seconds at a 5% incline at 7.5 miles an hour. And then we took it down from that to a 2% incline. And then I did a minute over minute increase in speed from 7 miles an hour to 8 miles an hour, consistent, no stopping. And then we brought it down to 1% incline. And then I just did a consistent, just kind of recovery pace there. So all in all, it was right about 6 miles today. But I felt really good. I'm carrying some fatigue, some recovery. It, just isn't perfect because on the trip, I tried my best to not over focus on food, and I tried my best to get my training in when it didn't disrupt my family time. So that often meant later nights going to bed, earlier mornings waking up, getting my training in. And then, like, especially in New York, because of the traffic and because of the timing of things, like, I oftentimes wasn't even getting in a real lunch. So I feel a little bit of a training lag in my recovery in my legs. But other than that, I'm so proud of, like, the amount of fitness. Because really, guys, I mean, you guys saw, but like I really started to train running hard the beginning of June. So I've only been doing this a month and a half, and I'm really proud of, you know, where I'm at. I have a long way to go. I really want to do something that I'm proud of come December, but the steps that I'm taking is working. And again, just the consistency of just daily running for me, making sure I'm keeping my cadence up, that's so important to make sure that, you know, the less ground impact you have, the less time you're spending on the ground, the faster your rate of turnover is, just injury prevention, and there's a direct correlation between those two things. So that's one of the main focuses that I'm having. And then another question I want to, you know, answer for you guys, one of the most often questions, I got it in Aspen several times, I got it in New York and several times, is like, how many hours am I splitting between my lifting and my running? And I'm not saying this to like toot my own horn or make myself sound special, but I'm not. You know, I either run and then I lift, or today I lifted and then I did my speed session. I don't have time within my day to set recovery parameters around each workout to make sure I'm fueling specifically for each workout. I just wake up, I get my stuff done, I get packed for the day, and I get it done. So yes, ideally that's the way to go, but again, in the big picture, in the grand scheme of things, I would highly suggest that you guys just prioritize what needs to be prioritized, get your training in, and then don't overstress it. And then also too, like, I love the data, you know, all the data. Like, I have a Whoop, I have a Garmin. I don't really look at the recovery data on my Garmin. I like to use Whoop for that. But like the whole time I was in Aspen, my recovery was in the red every single day, you know, but like, don't allow that to dictate your ability to progress or lack thereof, because if I would have paid attention to my watch, I probably wouldn't have trained for several days, yet my time there was so productive that we saw it pay off in New York and then coming back home. So just a few things about where I'm at, and then also encouraging you guys with where you are at or the goals that you have or where you want to be.
You did your longest run to date in your training for running while you were in New York, right?
Yes, this round. So I actually, it's pretty cool, but I did the same route a month out from my triathlon in 2024 that I did this past Sunday. And in 2024, when I was super, super fit, I ran that at like a 9:10 pace for 9 miles. And then this time around, I ran that by myself. So obviously there was extra motivation. The environment was really good with the amount of guys that we had show up to like meet at our run meetup. But I ran it at an 8:40 pace, so 30 seconds off per mile this time around. And again, I've been running hard for 7 weeks, so it was really, really encouraging. There is a shortage of root beer, Bum Energy, which is pretty sad, if I'm being honest. We have everything but root beer. I'm gonna go see if we have some in the... Is there any down there? See if we have any in the VIP room. Is there any root beer Bum Energy in this place? Maybe in the VIP room?
Yeah, that was actually the best guess.
All right, let me go see. Officially running late for the meeting, but I need a little something.
I think it's like this. Oh,
Oh, dude, look at you.
that's a lot.
This is a problem, guys. There's no root beer anywhere to be found.
Is it safe to assume that's a office favorite right now?
Yeah, it's safe to assume. It's the #1 selling flavor we have. It's incredible. So. Sergio! Is that root beer? Sweet. It's been found. 12 cans left in the building. Sergio found some. He's found some. Yeah. All right, what do you guys want to jump into? Not only do we care about training, but if you put a lot of effort into it, like, it's going to be on your brain and it's going to be present until you check it off your list. Yeah, waking up early has changed my life. And now if I don't wake up early, I feel so overwhelmed the second I wake up because my phone's going off like crazy and I can't like have the time to myself to just think and like do what I need to do.
Yeah, so I guess from production standpoint.
Day, you know? Just really happy with the direction of the team. I think one of the coolest things and what I appreciate most about the coaching team that we have is just like, there's a vibe and it's strong, you know, and that's something that you can't like fake that. You can't replicate it if it's not there, and I'm really thankful that we have it in the team. And then my desire is just to help these coaches as much as I can from my experience side, you know, and as the questions kind of organically unfolded today, I felt like I was really able to dive into that. So that again, you know, just we have two different things going on. We have building the internal Camp Jansen coaching team, me investing in them, and then also the camp platform, which is going to be this educational platform that we're about to launch. Very similar. There's actually more of the backlog of data of education that I've done in the past that's going to live on the camp platform, as well as tons and tons of educational videos, training videos, breakdown of training videos, why I do what I do videos. This is all going to be in the vault section as well of the camp. So we're excited to launch that. I know Dom Kuza has been working incredibly hard on the back end to make sure this is something that really works and is synced well. And then it's also going to just be like how to build your business as a coach from a marketing standpoint, from a bookkeeping standpoint. Like this is all going to be detailed in there to kind of combine with the weekly mentor calls that I'll have. So I'm really excited about both, but it's fulfilling for me to be able to help coaches become better at coaching and just share the knowledge, experience, mistakes that I've made. And that really was a lot of what that call was about today. So that's that. Next, we went into on-site. On-site is continuing to grow. We're just making sure that from a inventory position, we're strong. TikTok has exploded for us. Obviously, TikTok has spillover into Amazon, making sure that we're allocating inventory to both TikTok and Amazon as these things grow tremendously is a challenge. We have some out of stocks right now that we're working through, so just an internal alignment call there to, again, make sure that we are able to scale and grow properly. We have a lot of eyeballs on the brand. Jude Bellingham did incredible in the World Cup. He is a partner in the brand, so again, it's just gonna help us that much more. But because of that, we need to be like locked tight with our processes, our inventory positions, making sure that we are not scaling too fast that then we lose the momentum, we lose the algorithm on Amazon. So that's really what that call was about. I'm taking this little bit of time right now. We have a brand call at 3:30. Just to, again, try to get caught up on, it's like a constant game of catch up with text messages, emails, and some internal emails I need to send as well, and that's what I'm doing right now. All right, so as I'm wrapping up the day, one thing I wanted to like communicate to you guys is as we launch these gels, which again is something that I am very, very passionate about just because of the amount of work that's gone into it. I fully understand that anybody that buys this gel, supports this gel, they are currently using another gel. So as we're setting up our early access and we're setting up the web page and the landing pages and all these things, I'm communicating to our team right now that we have such a critical opportunity to acquire new customers. And one of the biggest things that I continue to remind our team on is that now that we have the gels in terms of sport, in terms of informed sport, we truly can be a one-stop shop for everybody's nutritional recovery needs. We have protein RTDs, we have bars, we have fuel, we have replenish, we have gels. So we can encompass every aspect of the endurance sport athlete. And that sets us apart, that makes us unique. We also have caffeinated gels, so we have the full umbrella. So as these customers come in and want to try our gels, we're going to get very little to no new, there's nobody coming to buy our gel that's never tried a gel before. They are currently using another gel. So it's super important to me and how we message this of like, what makes us different? Why did we add sodium? Why do we have the ratio of carbohydrates that we do? Like completely telling that story, because especially in the endurance space and people that are so consistent within the nutrition that they use, we have to tell a really good story and we have to supply a great product, which we have, in order to get their buy-in. You know, because why should they change? Why should they start a new product? Is it gonna mess with their gut? Is it not? You know, these are all things that we have to prove a good case study, or else we're not gonna get the conversion of them. So as we go, again, about building these landing pages and these early access, like I just really wanna make sure that this communication and why we did this is really conveyed well in order to bring the customer or the potential customer into our funnel, which might start with gels, but then it could go to fuel, then it could go to getting their protein from us, and then it could go to buying creatine from us. Like, there's so many possibilities, but we have to do it right from the start. So I'm just trying to really communicate that to the team now to make sure that we do this right literally from the start. That's the end of the day. Today I am going to head home, get the boys. Football starts tonight. I'm excited about that. It's a good season, good time with them. So I'm excited to get into this is year 3 of football with the boys. I think that today, from a meeting standpoint, we got a lot done, a lot accomplished. Still have a lot more to do, but good first day back. Tomorrow we have our monthly business review first thing in the morning. I'm gonna get a run in first thing in the morning. I'll get you guys will be in on that. I am fitting the content around my true life, my true work schedule, and not trying to sensationalize things that aren't real. So that's where I'm at, that's what I'm about. And again, thank you guys for continuing to be a part of it. I do think that the content that I've created over the past month, especially from getting back into running, you guys have really started to sink your teeth into that. You guys have sent me a lot of messages on Instagram. I really appreciate that, and I just want to keep that going. You know, I want to be a vessel for the sport part of our brand. That's a desire of mine, it's a passion of mine, it's something that's fulfilled my life so much, and just continue to give you guys that as far as one of the things that I'm doing within the company. So again, gotta head out. I appreciate you guys. I'll see you in the morning. All right, guys, good morning. What's up? It is Thursday. It's Thursday. I'm gonna hit some legs. I've been actually really getting into training legs again with my focus being on supporting the running. Glutes, hips, just making sure everything's strong, everything around the knee is strong. That was one of the biggest mistakes I made when things really went south for me, is my knee continued to worsen as the muscularity and the joints around that knee joint, the strength of that got worse. So really keeping an emphasis on that, isometrics, but just enjoying training again. So my Thursdays have been, I train legs first, and then I do a light recovery run second. And then we have another busy day. We have our MBR today, which I will get into in a little bit, but this is our monthly business review of the previous month that we do with the team over in Germany. So that'll be at 10. So I'm gonna get into the workout now to not waste any more time, and I will just kind of talk through some of this as we go. But legs, emphasis on training the muscularity and keeping things strong for my running to support running. Light run after, and then we'll get into the work day to follow. It's funny how Dom and I were talking yesterday, like how priorities within training change, and now that I have a goal and a focus, what I find most beneficial for me right now is really being assertive during my warm-up. You know, there was years and years of my lifting that I would skip the warm-up to lift heavy. Now I prioritize, if I get anything in, it's getting in an effective warm-up, an efficient warm-up, getting my body primed to feel ready to go. So I'm in a good spot now. Going to leg press. First, that's like the first move for the day, so we're gonna get into leg press now. And I really, from a timing standpoint, it's 8:32 right now. I wanna get in a good run, so I'll probably full lift after not including warm up, for about 30-35 minutes, and then get into the run.
consistent for months, but this is essential performance. And then I am a big believer in EAA Plus. So I have EAA Plus and Essential Performance in this bottle. And then this bottle, again, super consistent for months. 25 grams of fuel, and then more Essential Performance. I'm using the Icy Lemon Slush right now with Fruit Punch. I really like that combination. And then in addition to that, essentially I'm using one gel for every 3 miles that I run. And that's kind of been my intra-workout protocol. We'll do a full like eating supplementation video, but just so you guys have some context of what's going in. But I saw a post on Instagram yesterday that said more often than not, the person on social media that looks better than you isn't a matter of what they're doing, it's about how consistently they're doing it. And I could not echo that more. Like, if you guys really want to lock in, it comes down to consistency. It's not this magic formula. It's just really about doing the same repetitive things over and over and over again. I mean, these have been my bottles now for 8 months straight, 7 months straight, you know? So again, consistently doing the things that you know you need to do in repetition will get you to where you want to be.
We're going to do a Bulgarian eccentric phase first. So my first rep is going to be 8-second eccentric going down, and then into 8 repetitive reps after that. And then from there, supersetting with an adductor plank with hip and isometric contraction, opposite hip and isometric contraction. So that's the next superset here. There's a contralateral hold, which means opposite arm of leg being worked, but I didn't judge the weight exactly right. I wanted to get a little bit more out of this, that's why I'm just holding it 2 hands now. I love doing planks for adductors, Copenhagen's, different types of planks, super effective, especially if you're trying to run. Get those isometric contractions in your adductor. For me, for a long time, I was getting a lot of adductor strains, and these completely fixed it. So just something to consider if that's happening to you. What's prescribed here is a barbell Zercher iso hold just for sake of time. I'm gonna do it with a kettlebell, single leg on a plate, and then I'm gonna do single leg calf raises and then get into my run. So made it through the whole workout. It's 9:03 right now, but I'm gonna have a good time.
What's been your go-to running shoe?
I've been loving Puma's. Really, honestly, their whole like lineup from $150 daily shoes. These are DV8 4s, so these are like 180. And then their nitros, DV8 nitros, which are like 220, 250. I have a little bit of a wider foot, so the toe box is great for me. They have great pop. But I would say it's Puma and Adidas are my favorite, but I've been wearing a lot of Puma lately. I've ran my fastest, well, I haven't ran many races, but my fastest race was on a pair of Adidas, so they will have a special place in my heart until I beat that.
You where you wanna go.
All right, 3.2. We'll get the sweat off of me and get ready for this meeting.
Take you where you wanna go.
Guys, I'm telling you, the creatine HMB formula that we have with Revive is insane. Tastes so good. It's like my go-to for sure, post-workout with some EAAs. From us to get from where we're at to 5, which will be second in terms of legacy brands, is 0.8. So a huge lift there. We're growing at essentially 80% week over week in the creatine category right now. Final piece of this puzzle for us in terms of Amazon team that we need is somebody from a ambassador position to manage the ambassador team specific to Amazon, to get like all the bloggers, the mom influencers, those women, men that link specific Amazon-based links in their stories. That's not part of our ecosystem at all, and we want to build that out to continue to make Amazon just a strong channel for us as we continue the rest of the year. All right, so just kind of recapping, MBR went well. You guys may or may not have saw. For some reason at the beginning of these meetings, I just like get a little nervous because I'm like presenting our own brand to somebody else for them to like give feedback. TQG's been an incredible brand partner, but it still is just like this weird dynamic for me of reporting to somebody else other than Dom. I can talk to Dom all day and feel super comfortable. I can talk to Sam. But yeah, that's just something I'm having to grow and learn through. So you guys saw that firsthand. Be transparent about it. And then we just had a call. What we've done is we've had success with everything we've tried so far as Amazon goes. But the one piece of Amazon that we've not really tapped into at all yet is influencer marketing, using key influencers on Amazon's platform. So we just spoke to Jay Hunter. Jay Hunter essentially ran all of Mary Roos to the scale that it is today. He now is managing Kylie's new hydration brand, so he's super wise. His background before he got into more of the CEO executive role that he is was Amazon specific. So he just knows the ins and outs of it. His whole family works on Amazon with him. So he's just a great resource. He's been a tremendous help to us. So we just had a call. You guys heard some key initiatives of things that we can immediately turn on, look to focus on. So that's what we just talked about there. And then I have another, I believe, Amazon call here shortly. The rest of my day looks like this. I have an Amazon call at 1 o'clock. And then I have a call with a potential athlete at 2:30. And then I have a haircut. And then I just need to honestly get some email work done because I have not gotten to do that yet. So that's where we're at for the day for now. And we will go through this Amazon. This next Amazon call is going to be internal about 3D Revive and Onsite. So that'll be the focus of the next meeting. We need to tie names to the influencers, get them to post their monthly posts, and then track the conversion on that to see what's actually happening. Especially if there's a high cost to this, like is it paying off, is it not? I think initially we did see a push, but I don't know if that was just because of the price point and it was scaling in general or it was from them. So we need to monitor this more closely. Time to eat. What's up, dude? about to have a call with a potential athlete for the sport endurance side of the brand. His name is Eli. He has a pretty cool story, which I don't really personally know all that well, but I want him to explain it in greater detail. I know he's written a book. He does a lot of ultras, and the ultra marathon space is just exploding right now. There's a lot of interest in it from a documentary style. I don't even know if I'm saying the right word. Am I saying the right word? Documentary. That's the word I was looking for. I'm tired. It's just really picking up steam. It's picking up following. It's picking up viewership. And again, we are looking to just find some winners in the space to tell our story, to promote the gels, and we're going to jump on a call with him here in a second.
He kind of let me do what I wanted to do, and I still had to post. And
If you can move the needle for us and you can create visibility, which I know you have a powerful story and I know that you can do, then we will make this a mutually beneficial relationship. And I just want to like say that from the get-go. I don't want to beat around the bush.
Yeah.
I respect you. I respect how you communicated with me, and that's where we're at in this.
He has not been actually sent a box of gels. I can get that out today.
Wash it up.
Good deal. Thank you. Perfect. 2 miles an hour faster.
All right, that's good, brother.
Appreciate you.
Boys,
Good to see you, Zoe.
have a good day.
Good, man.
You too.
Bro, I got a whole stand up. You're gonna love this too, sir. It's like like the Coke machine that like you hit the buttons and it makes the crazy flavors.
Yeah.
That, but with hydration and like electrolytes and caffeine, and then you literally walk in the break room and it fills your cup with like 7 flavors, caffeine, electrolytes, everything. And you can pick what you want and what you don't want.
That's awesome.
The boy's gonna be hydrated.
We should also have a branded cooler for every brand. Like a Raw one, a Cadence one, a 3D one, a Bum Energy one.
That's a really cool idea. Nino can probably wrap the ones downstairs too, and just put them across the wall in the back of the. We should do that. That's a good idea. We'll do that.
You're welcome.
All right, guys, that is a wrap for today. I'm headed to football, so my schedule now is train in the morning, get up, train, work. Tuesday through Friday, the boys have football from 6:30 to 8:30. Last night we got home at like 9:20, get the boys to bed, wake up, do it all over again. Today was a good day. You know, our meetings over time have just continued to improve every time we have one of these MBR in terms of just the reporting to them, how organized we are on the key objectives we need to focus on, just continuing to become the business that we were acquired to be, heading in the right direction. So that was good. You know, and I was just telling Austin too, I think I'm excited about him filming me and being around more, so that way you guys can really see like all of that goes on, that I'm a part of, that I manage, that I help, you know, the decision-making processes that I'm a part of, and just sharing all that with you guys, because I think there's a lot of layers to what makes Matt, you know, on a day-to-day basis, just so you guys understand everything that I'm involved in. So yeah, good day. I think we're gonna get together tomorrow and do more of a longer training session, which I know that my core audience still appreciates from me. I'm gonna get a run in with Dom, and then just go about tomorrow. We have a lot of cool things going on tomorrow as well, so I'll bring you guys into that as it comes.
that, buddy? See those roads? Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
It's like the hardest climb of the whole tour. All right, the agenda for today is it's Friday. This week has been a little chaotic. Got back into town. Our cousin, so we were on the runway for 5 hours. We were able to get out of New York. Being on a runway for 5 hours with a baby and 2 other boys is a challenge. But our cousin did not get out. So we landed, she didn't get out, made sure that she was taken care of. And then we jumped right back into obviously work, office, football started. So all good things. It's just been a lot. Gonna train and run with Dom this morning, and then we have just work to do today in terms of raw. I have a call with an athlete. I have a branding call. I have an athlete hierarchy call with Sam and team, and then I have the call about something that essentially the concept started with Ross McKay and I 2 years ago, and then I went into the hospital, and then my training went off, and the forefront of my mind being about this new clothing company, this new brand that I want to start, it just kind of slowed. But as I'm getting back into things, it's still a desire of mine. Again, I love fashion, I love clothes, I love the type of feel, I love the texture like the materials used, textures of clothes. So I really want to explore my own clothing brand and bring my friends into it. And the concept is around the idea of fake athlete. And that's like the branding name of it is fake athlete, and what that embodies. And it's kind of like a pun, and it's a brand that's going to be serious and premium, but yet making fun of ourselves, for the guys like me that still desire to be athletic, to be in the mix, to be with their boys, to play hard. But yet, in the reality of the situation is that we're doing all these things right. We're taking these gels, we're filling our bottles, but yet we're nowhere in the realm of being a real athlete. So just a fun thing. I think it really has some legs. It has some wheels. Again, this was a concept that Ross and I talked about. We joked about. We kind of formulated and storyboarded about. And then I went to the hospital, and the whole thing kind of fell apart. Because you need people in the brand to drive it. So gonna have a call today about that, about conceptualizing that, share my vision for it, and then just see what comes of it. So I've already been working on the back end with manufacturing and things like that, sourcing of materials. So I'm excited about it. Just like more of a passion thing that I desire to do. And that's kind of the day in a nutshell. Hank, it's all good, buddy. It's all good. Watch how cool this is.
What?
This today and this, they're just gonna weave back and forth through this crazy mountain. The whole thing is a climb up this mountain. And then it's like so famous because the whole mountain is lined with people, and because the guys aren't going super fast because they're having to go uphill the whole way, the people are just super close and they're cheering them on the whole way up, but it's like really, really hard. See, like literally from the start, they're starting to climb. See how they're standing up on their bikes already? Yeah. I'm gonna get a 5 mile run in now, and then go in shoulders, arms, core workout. One loop.
So one loop's 4 miles. Well,
So we just gotta add a little extra.
If you want to do 5, I know the 5-mile loop. It basically goes out this way, in your neighborhood, around your neighborhood, and then back.
Okay.
But it's like right at 5, maybe a tiny bit over.
Let's do that. Let's do that.
How we feeling?
Good, dude. Feeling good.
Tom, how you feeling?
I'm feeling great, bro. How about you?
Feeling good. How was it?
Good. Good. First run back, and then Florida humidity outside. It was good.
Do you guys prefer New York or here?
Yeah.
New York.
For sure. All right, shoulders and arms today. Gonna take you guys through the workout as we go. We're doing a pal raise to start, which this is like one of my favorite benches, but it's a little bit more elevated, so I'm a little off balance. Y's, T's, and A's, shoulder activation stuff, so that's what we're doing to start. And then we're gonna go into shoulder presses, lateral raise, and then go into more arm specific and core specific stuff from there. So just gonna take you guys through as we go. I was just telling Austin, I still feel like so muscle bound when I'm running, when I look at myself running. And I don't want to go too far in one direction again, but I still feel like if I lost a little bit more muscle, I would flow better. So anyway, I'm just navigating that in my mind. I don't know if you guys use your notes on your phone, but I use it nonstop. And also there's this new app called, that Greg Lavecchia teed me off on, it's called Whisper. And it's you basically talk into your phone and it learns more about you. And then it basically helps write for you, text messages, notes, things like that. So anyway, just something cool to look into. More time effective, efficient. Okay, so we got 3 sets of 8 on shoulder press, 8 to 10. 3 sets of 8 to 10 on lateral raise, 10. Actually, there's no lateral raise today. There is lateral raise. But my approach, so I'm not abandoning. My approach from training is still the same. So warm-up sets are warm-up sets. That's the approach. That's the priming of the muscle for the workout. But that doesn't count towards the working set. So if I have 3 sets, that's 3 working sets. The fluff work before that isn't putting tissue on me, it's not retaining tissue. I'm not counting that. So that's been remained true throughout time for me. That's not changed. I'm not trying to rush through this. I'm gonna do my warm-up sets properly and then get into my actual working sets. Okay, so that was working set number 1 there. 2 more to go.
How you feeling so far?
Good. It's I mean, like, the second, whatever I'm doing second always takes a little bit of a hit, but I feel good. What matters the most to me right now is like becoming better and better at running.
What are you doing on your phone, Matt?
What am I doing on my phone?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is Train Heroic. So this is the app that the GBRS program's in, and I'm logging everything. So the full workout's in here, explanation videos are in here, everything's in here, I just log it. I actually try really not to, I write notes to myself in my notes of things that I need to do for the day, but I really try not to like text and stuff while I'm lifting. Okay, so we're gonna do cable curl, tricep extension, cable tricep extension, and planks. On this, I went to my knees just because I didn't feel like I was getting full extension and I was leveraging my body too much, so. Or full stretch, sorry, not extension. Planks are one of those things, like obviously you're actively holding or else your lower back's going around, but as I've gotten, I wouldn't recommend this to start, but I'm actually trying to round my spine upward now and like fully contract my core the whole time versus just engaging, like squeezing everything out of it, almost like a cat's pose or whatever that's called, which makes it a lot harder. All right, that's it. It's a workout, 5 miles, shoulders and arms. Gonna go home and eat, and then get into calls. And I also have to pack. I'm heading to California, or actually, we're going to St. Louis on Sunday night. Monday, we have Jason Tatum's Jordan golf event. We've been invited to that. And then Tuesday through Friday, Saturday, dependent, I'll be in LA for Dom's Lunetti event. Jay Hunter, Ross McKay, George Heaton are all gonna be presenting out there. And then the 31st is also Walker's birthday, so Jordan and I have to kind of plan that today around what we're gonna do. Several things kind of floating around. It's honestly crazy. Not the most convenient thing, but he is a huge Morgan Wallen fan. He's also a huge Brooks and Dunn fan. They're not even doing a full tour together, but they are on his birthday in Philadelphia playing together. So like, my heart wants to be there for him, you know? So just a lot of logistical planning, but I think it would be worth it. So we're gonna try to figure that out as well. Also, it'd be just an incredible concert. So anyway, that's it.
I found that for whatever reason works a little. She might tap you. Oh, there's the owl. Oh, I'm serious. Well, I'm serious. There's an owl. What is it? Oh, there's a cockroach. Look, there's a cobbler over there. Look. I got you in the finger trap.
You guys gonna go throw football today?
Yeah, probably. Play baseball. Stop it. You can never get this off. Stop! It is better. Every time.
Ready, set, go.
He won. Oh no, brain freeze! Holy cow! Oh no! Oh no!
You have to put your thumb like that.
Huh?
Get rid of the brain freeze.
Thank you. You won already, Papa. I can't drink all of this.
I think you got it. You drink a lot. Just do that one more time.
Finished! Holy cow! That is the biggest brain freeze I've ever had.
Walker.
Get down! I can't. Get down and give me 20. Now! I'm not. No.
What's on the menu, boss?
Eggs, ground beef. Got my oatmeal over here. This Publix Green Wise organic peanut butter is currently my favorite. Actually just ordered more. So normally when I'm on my trip, I don't bring all my meals. I just bring like my nighttime and my pre-training. So I make sure I have like sourdough with me, peanut butter, yogurt, granola, bananas, dude wipes, the essentials. All right.
Is this our office tour?
This is the, welcome to Office Day Jansen. No, so my office is currently being built. We're doing an addition right now. So I'm just sitting in here. Our house is still very much in the process. You guys will see there's like a printer on the floor. There's boxes over there. I'm not ashamed of it. We're still very much in the move-in process, and with 3 kids and work and vacation, it's just a lot to manage. So you guys are getting to see the real raw, not trying to hide things. Like this is where our life is. All right, so this is stage 19 of the Tour de France. I've honestly not gotten to watch as much as I want, but this is like the main climb tour stage. Super cool. I for sure want to experience this one day. Like being in that environment would be really, really cool to me. Also from an athlete perspective, like the top GOAT for me will always be Kobe Bryant from his mentality. Lance Armstrong is very, very close on the top of that list. If you guys have not read Lance Armstrong's book, it's called It's Not About the Bike. Highly recommend you read that. I think mental toughness is something that can be trained to some degree. It's innate within us, but like his book, again, listening, sinking your teeth into what Kobe Bryant talks about. Those are 2 guys that I think that really shaped my mindset from an athlete standpoint, and just guys that I really respect and how they approach sport. So anyway, I've been a big fan of the tour since then. This is way before I got into endurance sport. I mean, I was always a soccer player, always a runner. But then when I got into endurance, I just appreciated what they did so much more because of how hard this really is. So they have like 2 miles left of this climb. I'm going to botch this, but it's like the Alpe d'Huez is this stage tour, 19. Stage of the tour. So anyway, watching that, getting some calls in, and first call here in about 30 minutes. LeBron to the 76ers. Crazy. LeBron to the Sixers. Hey boys! LeBron just, if you guys want to go to SportsCenter, LeBron just went to the Sixers. LeBron went to the 76ers.
I think the core people should be utilized to really get strong content for website, socials, and I love what Jack is doing. I think he's great.
Yeah.
I think just like assigning it to like we need the Avengers to assemble.
Anytime you need it, just reach out, and I appreciate you doing this, and I'll make sure it gets communicated.
Utilize me, man. Like utilize me wherever. I don't mind. Like I genuinely don't mind joining in on some meetings. Like whatever you need me to, any input I can give.
Okay.
I mean, I feel like that's what I signed up for.
Yeah.
And I feel like it hasn't been asked for yet, so I just want to like offer that
Okay.
to you guys.
Okay, I appreciate it.
Of course.
All right, man.
Talk soon.
All right, see you, bro.
All right, bye.
All right, bye.
Baby. Hi. Who's that? I wanted to stay home today so I could see you. I like your shirt. Hey, can I have a kiss? Can I have a kiss? No, I don't want that. I don't want that.
All right, so a few things. Just kind of catch you guys up on the day. You guys just saw a call with Christian Guzman. Christian obviously is like the OG. He's an OG for a reason. He's also still very, very in tune with community, with influencers, and he just wanted to kind of share like state of the union from his side, what he's seeing with Raw, things that we can improve upon. You know, with transferring to GXO, with athletes, with the rebrand, just like from his viewpoint, again, as a super successful business person, just sharing where he's at. So I appreciate that from him. You know, I also want him to know that he can always come to us. You know, again, he's like an athlete with us, but he's more so somebody that is just in a line, in step with us, that is of our same age, has been through the weeds, has been through multiple different types of 3PL, you know, changes. So I appreciate his insight. So that was what that call was about. And then just like little things, like we're coming out with a tote bag. This is ALD's new tote bag. That's the sample of a tote bag that I was just sent. You know, we want to bring out quality. We're not always concerned about volume, but really just everything that we do moving forward, being proud of it, being proud of the product, being proud of how it's represented and how, you know, how it's received, the consumer experience with that. So just all these little details, part of what I'm working on a daily basis, and just continuing to refine and improve and build a company that we are truly proud of, from the consumer experience to buying a product to receiving a product to bringing this to the gym, being proud to tote this around. Another thing too is like if they get a Raw bag and they have an ALD bag, like when they go out, we want to give them a quality that will have them desire to use our bag in public, because that's the whole point. So just working through those things.
What's your favorite part about working at home?
Just being able to eat pretzel when I want. No, checking in with the boys, seeing what they're up to. Being around. I honestly, like, our life right now is a lot of divide and conquer, so I help with Dallas and Walker a lot. Jordan's obviously very hands-on with Gunner. So I get to see Gunner more, because when I'm not here, and then if I'm taking the boys to practice at night, he typically might be sleeping when I leave. He's definitely in bed when I get home. So just like getting to connect with him for a few minutes has been fun. It's been great having a baby again. I love having babies around.
Are we gonna have a baby Jansen number 4?
That is up to my wife.
If you had it your way.
If I had it my way, 100%.
Do you want a daughter, or you like all the boys?
I just would like to have one more. I think 3 boys, I would love to have a daughter, but really it's the fact that they are such companions, and I would like to have Gunner experience that same thing for himself, versus just us having to navigate all that. So that's kind of where I'm at with that.
Now, how excited are you for the home office that you're gonna have? Do you think that's gonna
yeah. Let's go walk over here really quick.
Do you think that's gonna add a dynamic to being able to work at home and still feel like you're getting stuff done?
Yeah, and also just separate work from family a little bit. But this is actually, you guys can see the foundation footers, everything is about to go in. This is like, it doesn't really look that big, and I honestly thought it was going to be bigger, but the setbacks with the county and the neighborhood and the fact that we live on a golf course, it's going to go out wider this way, 2-story. It's going to connect with our top floor. We're going to blow this wall out, overlook the pool. Downstairs is going to be, this is like a vestibule entrance area coming in from the pool. Backside all the way back will be gym, and it's just going to be really nice, but like just minimal gym, half rack, treadmill, dumbbells, kettlebells, all things that I use all the time. Upstairs is going to be like an additional flex space, bedroom, and then my office is going to be upstairs as well. So just looking forward to that. But also, like, very thankful to be in this home. So like I said, it's obviously still a work in progress. There's boxes everywhere. We're doing things at the pace that we can do it while managing a family and businesses and life and everything that comes at us.
Would you say it's easier to learn juggling than everything you're doing right now?
To learn juggling? What do you mean?
Like if you had to choose to do everything you're doing right now or learn how to juggle?
Everything I'm doing right now is not easy by any means, but I wouldn't have it any other way. So in that sense, I don't know if I have a glass over there, but I'm just gonna grab another one. I think really learning how to time manage is very important, and also not getting sidetracked on tasks. Like for example, what I just did is, so essentially all the text messages that I got from 5 o'clock last night until when I got done this morning, and then obviously as you text, then there's replies. I just did that for the last hour. So I used my iMessage on my computer, and I responded to text for an hour. And now I'm gonna sit down for 20 minutes. I'm gonna respond to emails. I'm gonna get on this call about Fake Athlete and the apparel brand that I wanna start. And then I'm gonna go back to emailing. And then just like, I try to really lock in, and obviously like, you can get pulled in different directions on your phone, but really staying aligned. You know, you guys saw me send a video about the tote bags, but like that's all within the text messages. And just that's what I think is so important, is when you're doing something, see it through to completion and then move on to the next task from there. That's changed. And then also you guys continue to see, I don't know how much we're catching on video, and not that it needs to all be caught on video, but I'm continuing to organize my space as I eat, cleaning up. Like working from a clean space has changed everything for me. Before 2020, I didn't do that at all. And it was chaos, and like working in an environment of chaos just doesn't work for me anymore. So the clearer my space is, organization is super important to me. And then just working in that environment really helps me be successful.
How important is it separating your work from your family so when you're with your family, they have your attention?
Okay, I could give you guys some like really perfect answer here, but the reality of the situation, and anybody that works at a high level, like we are constantly juggling and managing and going back and forth. And I think the biggest thing is to be intentional, you know? So like when I'm with the boys, like really being intentional, not just continuing to be pulled, but there's no perfect balance, you know, equation for me right now. Like it's always having to juggle, having to go back and forth, but it's like being intentional, creating moments, sharing love, showing love, knowing that they know that I love them, and finding ways to do that and connect with them in the midst of having a ton on my plate is what I think is most important. What I want to create a running brand that basically, or not a running brand, a sport brand that captures basically the older audience to some degree, and then essentially the post-college kids. So the kids that are like still living the dream, still holding on to something, still super passionate about something, but yet they're not professional. And then I think from your writing standpoint, like you write so well that you could almost like make fun of us in a way that's funny and cool and catchy. Because what I see is like premium imagery, premium athletic concept, but yet these viral memes that are making fun of what we're doing, because we're never going to run the 4:30 mile, or we're never going to throw a ball 80 yards, but yet like we're getting out and are playing with our boys. Like that kind of like that culture, that vibe is like what this is all about.
Like I work with a lot of athletes, and like they just want to be able to do the run, be able to do the things, but they want to wear the gear, they want to look good, they want to do all of that, but there's like real passion behind them wanting to be able to perform well.
I have this image of like Jordan training, and he's still training in sweatpants, shorts, and a cotton cutoff tee, and like Barry Sanders, and you go look at old boxing photos, and then even like Arnold, like across all of it, they all used to wear cotton stuff, you know? So it's like that vintage feel, like we could bring in that ecosystem of vintage right away by how we portray. And again, that's why, you know, I touched on like the old champion stuff and like Russell Athletic, and like getting back to that. And again, none of this is a brand new idea, but it's taking like the best of the best, and again, bringing I keep saying emotion because I think if we can keep emotion into this, so many immediately are going to buy in because they're like, yeah, like that was me. Like I was the 18-year-old. I was, like in high school, like how many people would say when they were 12 years old, all they wanted to do is be a professional athlete? How many of those people actually became a professional athlete? Those are the people that we're speaking to. So there, in a nutshell, is my crazy idea. I really, again, could sound dumb, could be a home run, but and I want to start bringing you into this world, but like I love fashion. I think one of my favorite things to do on my own personal time is like search for vintage stuff and find really cool things on eBay. Like I love eBay. Dom knows this. Not many people know this, but eBay sent me an award for basically being a degenerate and buying things off of eBay. And they've been tracking my history and anyway. So, but like I just love this stuff, and I love sport. I love athleticism. And really just like the story of Dom and I getting into endurance sport and then us creating product around it. It's the same thing. Like I love clothes. I want to wear my own clothes, and I have the resources, I have the ability, I have the connectivity to do that. And it's just something that I desire to do. So that is why we're doing this. And I think just even in that first brainstorm session, I think that there's real traction that could be had here. So yeah, so that's that.
Are you really working from the couch right now, bro?
I really am. When I coach full time, I work from the couch all day long. This is way better for your hips.
What tool sets do you need to make money in 2026? Is it a phone? Is it a laptop? Is it...
So going back to that productivity thing, I think you're so much more productive on a computer. Truly. Even like going back to the texting, like using Whisper, using your iMessage on your phone, you can talk so much faster. You have more ability to multitask, even though I said earlier multitasking isn't the most important thing. It does. There's times where you have to do it. So toggling between things, not forgetting. Again, for me, notes is super critical. But yeah, I mean, I would prefer, if I had to choose, I would prefer computer over phone.
All right, what's this call gonna be about?
This is like a Brand Connect call about the call with Christian, as well as probably some athlete stuff.
What kind of coffee do you got there?
Jordan just made me a shaken espresso, which is just 2 shots. Stirred, shaken, over ice. It's something I started having in Aspen that I really liked.
It's a little pick-me-up.
Yeah. Because I don't have my Bum Energy root beer today, which is like literally the GOAT. Can you say hi? Say hi. Can you wave?
You don't go by the FedEx though.
Can I have a kiss? Hey.
No, but I can.
Gunner. Can I have a kiss? Can I have a kiss? Can you wave?
This is
How about a kiss?
There's a bunch of boxes. Oh, yeah,
Mwah. Can I have a kiss? Kiss. Kiss me. Hey, give me smooches. Give me smooches. Hey, Daddy, I'm waking up. Did I get you? Did I get you? All right, guys. That was like the last call of the day. I'm going to finish up. I actually have to finish up some football coaching training, clear out my emails a little bit more, and that's it for the week. So you guys are getting a lot more insight into everything that I'm handling, a part of brand-wise. So this weekend, gonna try to spend a lot of just intentional time, get unpacked from vacation. Saturday, Sunday I have to pack again. Heading out Sunday night, and then I will vlog that again, and then we'll also have Khaled there. So some vlog, some Khaled. Hopefully the vlogging will continue to improve. Don't be too rough on me. But again, guys, just trying to really share more. And I think the one thing that I want to like convey is I'm not trying to like have just this engagement that goes crazy. It's just more so like I get these messages every once in a while of just like the impact I have on one person. Or so for example, I got a really cool thank you card last night, about the impact that I'm having on a runner who's now going to be a collegiate runner at the Division I level. And we've supported her for like the last year and a half. I got another text message from a friend this morning that I don't talk to all the time, but like he's one of those guys that I can pick up with. And he's like, hey man, I just want to let you know how much you posting your Whoop score and your Whoop age impacted me. And since seeing that, I've been working so hard to get my Whoop age in a better spot. So like, that really is like the why in all this is to share more, to hopefully impact a few more people's lives. I'm not trying to go viral. I'm not trying to be something I'm not, you know, and again, like, this is it. This is real. This is raw. Our backyard isn't finished. We, you know, we have construction. There's a mess on the table. There's a mess on the counter. Like, it's just me, you know. I worked for a few hours on the couch today. But yeah, so wrapping up, good day, a lot on my plate. Gonna take the boys to football, which is something that's been really fulfilling to me. And also just, again, doing things that disconnect me from my phone is something that I need to continue to do, and that does it. And I get to pour into kids' lives, and there's nothing better than that. So you guys have a good rest of your day.